How are
Look
you?
at that background.
I know, that's
Jealous.
Thank you. How are
stunning.
you?
Good.
We're doing well. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks
Yes.
for having me.
Okay, so before we get into things, we kind of do a housekeeping
A
spiel.
puppy.
And there's a pupper. We
Anytime
love
he hears me talking in this room, like for any kind of like video stuff, he's like, "Oh, I'm interested. I want to
Can
be
I
here."
come in? Oh,
Hello,
he's so
baby. What's his
cute.
name?
Winston.
Hi, Winston.
I
You're
love
such a
it.
cute pupper. Is he a golden
He's
retriever?
big,
He
hey?
is a golden. He's huge.
Oh, hi, baby.
Oh.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah,
He can definitely join the interview.
little
100%.
surprise
Yeah.
guest.
I love
Yeah.
that. We love surprise guests. The other day we had some guests on, and then we started showing off our pets, and we had
It
cats
was
and
like
dogs on.
show and tell.
It
It
Yeah.
was
was the
so
best.
weird.
Yeah, I
It
love
was
that.
the best. Okay, so Rebecca, again, thank you for joining us today. We don't ever really have anything planned out for our podcasts.
Okay.
No.
We just kind of go back and forth. It's really just supposed to be a chat amongst people who enjoy the same things, which, overarchingly is books.
Yes.
So if at any time, though, you feel like you said something that you shouldn't have said or you didn't want to say or you feel kind of awkward about it, just let us
Okay.
know and Tyler will go ahead and edit it out.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But we
Awesome.
don't edit to change meaning of our podcasts at all.
Okay.
Okay. So we're trying to keep it as natural as possible. But again,
Yeah,
if there's
awesome.
something where you're like, nah, then
Yeah.
we're happy to take it out. And
Okay.
then tech,
Yeah.
Ty, do you want to talk about the tech stuff?
Yeah. So we're using Riverside as our recording platform, and sometimes things can get a little fuzzy. We can glitch sometimes. Don't worry about it. Just keep going as if
Okay.
nothing happened. It's really good in post. Like everything gets cleared out, which is why I love this platform because even if JV is like frozen for 3 minutes, you don't see it in the
It's
actual
okay.
production,
Great.
which is great. Yeah, and everything sounds good. Audio sounds good.
Okay,
Video looks
good.
great. Yeah. I'm so excited to talk to you because I am a fellow content creator and your stuff is just incredible. But before
Insane.
we get into it, do you want to go by Becca, Rebecca? What is your
Becca
preferred?
is fine.
Becca? Okay,
Becca's
perfect.
good. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the intro, and you're okay. Obviously, we're gonna go and tell people that you're from the Bookish Coven. But that's Bookish Coven, right? I just
The
want to
Book
make sure I
Coven.
get
Yeah.
that. The
The
Book
book-
Coven.
the Book
Sorry, we
Coven.
just had a Bookish Brie on, so
Yeah.
it's in my
yeah,
brain.
It's bookish. Yeah. Yeah.
Bookish Coven.
Bookish. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
good to know.
We're
Bookish Coven.
professionals. We know our guests, apparently.
Clearly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're well prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to do my intro really quick and then we'll get into the podcast.
Great.
Okay. Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Little Prince. Today, guys, we have somebody that you probably know super well. She is incredibly talented. She is the queen of no gatekeeping. JV, would you like to introduce our guest today?
I would like to introduce our guest today. We have Becca on from the Bookish Coven. You might know her as that. She is this incredible no gatekeeping content creator. I follow her. I save her reels because she's got tutorial Tuesdays. I save them and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to spend 3 hours and do what she's doing. That's literally how long it takes me. But hi, Becca. Thank you for
Hi.
joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited.
Have you done podcasts before?
I have not. You guys are my first. So
That's
yeah.
exciting. Oh my gosh. Well,
Kind of
thank
like
you.
nervous, but yeah, no.
Don't be
Don't
nervous.
be nervous.
We're always
No.
nervous every time.
If any,
too.
out of the pool of talent, you're like the most out of everybody who's sitting here today.
For
So-
sure.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay, Tyler, do you want to, as a fellow bookish content creator, dive in?
I just want to say that, like, from a content creator aspect, like the fact that you do these like tutorial Tuesdays and you show people how to do these incredible transitions is such a breath of fresh air in a community where a lot of people can just kind of gatekeep that
Yep.
kind of stuff. And I just have to like ask because like I don't use I use InShot for a lot of my editing, but you use CapCut, and I do see that there's a lot of like pros to using CapCut. Do you have a background in digital marketing or in IT or something like that? Like, how the heck did you get to a point where
How
you
do
do
you
these?
make that happen?
So
Yeah.
I don't actually. I'm a nurse by trade. So
Oh!
Oh!
yeah, so this I don't know, like, I love CapCut. It's really I do think it's user friendly. There's,
Mhm.
like, a learning curve, of course, but, yeah, no, I just kind of, like, decided I want to do this and I want to get into, like, this video editing style, and so, yeah, I just kinda, like, taught myself and, just learned online, and there are, like, a lot of good, like, resources and other kind of creators on the video editing side of things that I just used and, here I am.
You, who Tyler, you shared, Becca's
Yeah.
profile with me because
Yeah.
I'm always like, I don't know how to market my books. I don't know how to
Mhm.
content create. I don't know how to do that. And she's like, well, let me share this incredible resource with you. And so I see your reels all the time. I'm like, holy shit, okay, I can do this. But there's definitely like levels, right? Because there
Mhm.
are some where it's like, okay, I can do the flippy thing. I can do
Yeah,
that. I can follow.
yeah.
And your instructions are so clear, but it still takes me about
Yep.
8.5 hours to get a video done.
To, like, really get it, yeah.
Because you're like, go to CapCut and then you go to overlay and then you have to line it up. I'm like,
Yeah, and
hey, I'm like,
I
please.
know, it's, like, tricky, like, whenever I make the tutorials, I'm like, I don't wanna, like, throw too much information at people, so then it's, like, just like, "Oh, I don't even wanna try to do this because that's way too hard." But, yeah, like, CapCut, it is definitely there's a lot of, like, terminology, like, just to you just, like, have to practice it, and you get better as you
Mhm.
go, with anything, but
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep coming to your reels, but
that's
occasionally I'm
absolutely
like,
fine.
okay, this I can do. That's like level,
Yeah,
like beginner level,
Beginner.
easy.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there's like intermediate, and then there's hard, and then there's like, holy shit, I never like the one with the one you just did with the where you
Oh,
pulled
I
down that
know.
black bar. I'm like, that's awesome, but I will not even attempt this.
Yeah, and I
Where do you get the ideas?
Yeah.
Like, do you have somebody that you pull inspiration from, or is it just like they pop in, you're like, "Huh, genius."
so, like, you know how, like, your For You page, it's, like, a lot of, like, I'm sure, like, books and everything. So,
Mhm.
whenever I started trying to figure out, like, video editing, it, like the algorithm changed. So, like, there
Yes.
are accounts that just, like, pop up that I find and I look at and I think, "How can I apply this to books?" And, then I just, I've tried to follow, like, the trends. I don't have any off the top of my head, I can't think of any, like, creators that I follow. Um just for, like, inspiration, but yeah, I know I don't know, I just love looking at different content and just thinking, "How can I use this?" What you know
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, that's just how, like, I kind of pull inspiration, like anything, we get inspiration from everyone,
Yeah.
Yep.
and so, yeah, that's
So
why I
do you
just try
kinda,
to do
like, scroll through reels and then because that's what I do, I'll just scroll through reels, I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I could apply this, I can tweak that a little bit to make it about books," and then I'll
Mhm.
Yes,
save it in a little separate folder. Do you do the same thing? It's
yes,
like,
I
"Oh, you know
do,
what? I think I
yeah.
can recreate that somehow."
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah,
exactly do that in my, like, little saves portion of
yeah,
Instagram, I have, like, ideas, reels,
yeah.
or, like, Canva, if you're, doing graphics, but yeah, absolutely.
And at what point did you decide, like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be the resource for people
Mhm.
to go to. I'm gonna share
Yeah.
this knowledge," because there is so much gatekeeping still. But you were like, "No, I'm purposely going to show you how to do this," and we appreciate that so much.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I first started doing reels and I thought to myself, I really want to get into doing transitions, there wasn't really a whole lot of like resources out there.
Yeah.
And this was maybe like 2 years ago. And I remember trying to look for tutorials and I couldn't find anything of, the kind of what I'd seen other people do. So I think it
Mhm.
wasn't until like this last year, I thought, well, I'm gonna try the tutorial, and I had to have people ask me like, how do you do that?
Mhm.
Even commenting for tutorials, and it was a little scary at first, like thinking like putting this together and figuring out how to do that and make it under a way for people to understand it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just think like I struggled so much in the beginning, not having resources for transitions and other things. So I just thought, like, I want to do it. And it did well, like my first tutorial, and I was shocked. I was so shocked that it
Yeah.
like performed well and people were really receptive to it. So I just kind of thought, every Tuesday, let's try to come up with something new and share
I
it.
wanna,
Well,
like,
even
pull one up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pull
While you
one up,
guys are
but, like, even just,
chatting.
like, your intro to the tutorials where you're, like, grabbing the text and,
Mhm.
like, your
Yes.
aesthetic, like, the nails.
Ah,
You have gorgeous nails.
thank
Can
you.
you
The
can you
nails
see
and
it?
all of that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
yes.
Sorry,
see.
there's like a shiny background, but yeah, I love and how
It's
you're like
just
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah.
this one
Yeah,
is I'm like,
there you go,
I'm not
like
going
the
to attempt
nail.
this. It's so
It's so
cool.
cool. I mean, as a content creator, I understand, like, there's creating the content, there's editing the content, and then there's your final publication. But because you're doing the content, the editing of the content within the content, and then the
Mhm.
publishing of the content, and then you have to keep within these parameters of has to be under like 3 minutes,
Yeah,
or I don't know if yours is like under a minute or whatever, and concise and educational.
yeah,
Like, that's so much,
yeah.
and you do it so well.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like, I mean, just doing the tutorials were like a learning curve and
Hmm.
trying to create it to be like engaging. So, like, I have a specific like format that I like to do, like doing the text in the beginning to try to like hook you in, be interested, and then show what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
Also to kind of get you interested in, the transition or video edit that I'm going to show. But yeah, it's all I don't know, there's like I don't know, like, there's I what I'm trying to think, like, there's a method to it that,
Hmm.
you have to think about and, you know, have it appeal to people, I guess.
But
Yeah.
you also have a brand that you've built. Like, with doing that, like, people recognize your stuff right away just
Yeah.
because of, like, even, like, where did the coven part come from? The witchy
So,
part.
surprisingly, I started my Bookstagram to be with my sister and, like, our friend. So, it was gonna be, like, the 3 of us, like so, like, a coven, and my sister and I were, like, always kinda like the witchy stuff, and I thought, "How about just the Bookish Coven?" Well, it turns out I was the only one that was, like, super gung ho about it. So, I just kinda took it, and so many times I have thought, like, maybe I should change my name to like, the handle to something that just really applies to me.
No, you
Um
can't anymore.
but now I can't,
No,
yeah,
no,
now I'm, like,
because
locked
you're
in.
the leader of the coven, because look at your following. Look at the amount of people who,
Yeah.
like, you're the queen of the coven,
Ugh,
whatever
it's
the witchy
crazy.
version of that
You
is.
can
Yeah.
consider everyone else who follows you, all the content creators, all the authors like me, part of your coven.
I love
Yeah.
that,
We're
yeah.
all part of your
We're like a
coven now.
family. We're
Yeah,
the
Yep.
yeah.
coven.
I'm like, I
Mhm,
rely on your stuff
yeah.
and your tutorials,
I
and
love
I'm
that.
like, okay, I have so many of them saved. I'm like, I need to.
I know, a lot
Yeah.
of people I get a lot of comments like that, "I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna try it," and I'm like, "Please just tag me, let me see it, I would love to," if you
Oh
ever get to it
yeah.
eventually, I
Okay,
love
I'll
it.
definitely
It's
have to do
funny
that.
because I actually
Mhm.
used one of your tutorials because I have
You did the little with
a
the
budgeting side of my
Oh,
life.
cool.
So I had the bookish side and the budgeting side, and I did like a binder transition where I did like the pulled out text thing, and
I love
yeah, I was like, see, you say you could just transition it and use it for whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
you just see what works for you, what your page is
totally.
about, so
yeah, I love
Okay,
that.
we've gushed so much about your
Oh,
Instagram, but let's talk about you.
okay.
I see you're an avid reader.
I
You've
am.
got lots of
Yeah.
books behind you. For those of you who are not on video, you're missing out on a
Yeah.
spectacular display
Yeah.
Oh,
of
it's gorgeous.
literature. Honestly, your shelves are
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
What is your go-to genre? Are you like you like the witchy books, or
I definitely do. I do lean towards, romanticy, and that is just like something I know I can, yeah, always rely on. But yeah, but I do read a lot of like contemporary too.
Yeah.
Um, I love like every genre. I'll read anything from like dark romance to like romanticy to alien romance, like the sci-fi.
Alien, yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
thing. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a thing, like,
Astromance.
I don't limit myself in, the topics, but, yeah, I don't know, I'll read anything, there's nothing really
So
I
you're
won't
a nurse
Mhm.
and a content creator. When do you find time to read? Clearly not on your shifts. What kind of nursing do you do? Are you in the hospital, in the
Yes.
ER?
I
Yeah.
work in
Oh,
a hospital, it's
yeah.
like a step down ICU that I work on, and I
Okay.
do work, like, a casual basis, so I can make my own schedule, which is I'm really fortunate
Nice.
to be able to do.
Nice.
Yeah, so, I can schedule myself about, if as many times I wanna work in a week. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, so that does give me some more leeway with making my own content and not being tied into work all the time.
Yeah, that does help. Do you
Mhm.
find it? I imagine, especially after COVID, I have some nursing friends who
Mhm.
find it was tough going there for a while, and a lot of them transitioned out of the hospital setting and kind of went
Yes.
into, like, private
Yeah.
practices or into, like, med spas and things like
Mhm.
that. I'm sure that
Yeah. Yeah, I was fortunate. I worked in a surgery center during
yeah.
COVID, so I wasn't my unit that I work on now was actually the COVID unit. So,
Oh,
and you do
Oh,
like you
wow.
a lot of the stories that I've heard from, my coworkers, it was really rough, and
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I was fortunate to not have to work through the height of it, but,
Yep.
but even still, it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see
no,
Yeah, totally. So
for
what what
sure.
what made you wanna be a nurse?
My mom's a nurse, so I
I
just
love that.
like, I just always knew growing up that I was gonna follow in her footsteps and be a nurse, and it was really the only thing I could see myself doing.
I love
That's
that.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
love that
incredible.
when it kind of follows the family. So you
Yeah.
still enjoy doing
Yeah.
it?
Yes, I do. Yeah, and
That's
it's
awesome.
nice, I was a stay-at-home mom for a while, um, and just going back to work and having interaction with adults and not just children, it was great. It's kind of like my me time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my kids. I love
Yes.
spending time with them, but also stay-at-home momming is definitely not for me.
It's
It's
very
not something
difficult.
that I would want to do permanently. I need to
Yeah,
be out. I need to use my brain.
exactly.
I need to
That's
do
exactly how I
all
felt.
the things. Like I'm
Mhm.
capable of way more than just singing the
Yeah,
ABCs
then
and cooking and cleaning.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I
And
need
then
to be
there's me
challenged.
who's like, "Please just take my job away. I just wanna sit at
Yeah,
home."
I'd
I
rather
think
just
that
do that.
because yeah, I work remote, so I work from
Okay.
home. I have my son full time, I work full time, and,
Wow.
I have my side business and all of these creative outlets, my YouTube, my Instagram. So if I just was able to just be at home with my son and then also while he's napping do creative stuff,
That would be
that's exactly where I wanna
Perfect.
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still, that's a lot of, like,
Yeah,
you know
you're still doing that
yeah,
there. You have other things to do, Ty, other than
Yeah.
yeah, for
changing a
sure.
diaper.
If I could just get rid of yeah, but I think that my creative is in the making of things, like, I make stuff,
Mhm.
so I think that that's where my creativity lies, and I've had enough of being in the office with people people are dumb. Uh,
People don't have
so
things.
yeah. Um, no, but I also oops, sorry, I also moved to a very small town of, like, 302 people,
Wow.
so yeah, I don't really I love the solitude. I mean, going to the office is kind of fun every now and then, but I also come home after, like, a day and I'm like, "I am
Yeah, no
exhausted."
more people.
People are
Yeah,
Peopling is
exhausting. Yeah.
it's a
exhausting, yeah.
lot, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had to choose your favorite romantasy, what would it be?
Mm, gosh, that can I look at my shelves? Let me see.
Yes, of
Absolutely.
course.
To get inspiration, I don't know. Gosh, there's so many. I loved Amid Clouds and Bones by
Amid clouds
Amid
and
Cloud
bones.
and yeah,
Amid
Clouds and Bones
clouds
by
and
Ella
bones.
Fields. That was a really
Okay.
great romantasy. It was enemies to lovers, and she's half fae, he's like a fae prince, and I don't know, it was so good. I love that. Um, but I don't know, there's just so many out there.
There's so
So
many.
many.
That's why, like, people who say, like, "Oh, you're not a seasoned reader because you don't read, like, all the genres," is like, do you understand that in this romantasy or romance sector, there's every genre?
Yeah,
Like, you have trauma romance, you have astromance, which we just discovered a couple of
Astro
episodes ago, which is, astronomy, aliens, and,
Whoa.
all those people
Oh, okay, that
apparently
sounds like something I would
qualify
read.
under that. Yeah, and then there's, like, pirate romance.
Yeah,
Like, there's so many different things, but I am definitely a romantasy girl.
yeah.
I, like, find every single one, even though, like, it's all, like, trials and phase and all of that stuff, and
Yeah,
really it is rinsed and repeated. I find it so
but
fascinating every
yeah,
single time.
everyone has, like,
I'm a simple-minded
so
person.
many different, like, spins on it, though, and there's so
Yeah.
many possibilities.
Yeah,
Have you
no.
read The Zodiac
I
Academy?
have not, and that is something that I want to, but is that the one there it's, like, it's focused on 2 characters, like, it's
Yeah, so
like
it's written by 2 authors,
yeah,
so there's 2 POVs.
yeah,
I'm just finishing book 2.
okay,
I am obsessed. It is so good. There's a lot of, POVs because there's a lot of
okay,
characters, but the way that they write it, it's, like, it's pretty easy to follow. Um, but it's like it's got trauma, it's got magic, it's got, like, a lot of very, like, interesting things about it,
Mhm.
and it is, like, Tori and Darcy, which are the 2 sisters that they're kind of
Yeah.
following, but it's so good.
Yeah, that
I'm having such a good
I've
time.
been wanting to read it, but I just wasn't sure how I would like the, like, 2 female characters, like, is it split
They're good.
equally? Like, is the time between them, do you like one better than the other one? Like, that's what I'd be
They
wondering.
both bring a lot to the table,
Mhm,
and I don't think I could choose a favorite. I like them, and the way that the authors write them
mhm.
is they're their own distinct people because
Oh,
it's
okay.
2 different authors that are writing it, but they're twins. So
Mhm.
there's like yeah, I don't know. I think I've gushed about Zodiac Academy on every podcast for the last, like, 2 weeks because
Yeah,
I'm,
you're
like, having
obsessed
such a
with
good
it.
time. But it's a commitment because, I don't know if you follow That Girl Reads on, Instagram.
I
She's,
know.
like, the redhead with the
I
nose,
might.
the
I might.
septum piercing. It's her favorite, like, series of all time of any
Oh,
book she's
okay.
ever read, and she reads a lot of books, but it's, like, 28 books,
Wow,
like,
20,
because it's, like, the academy and then, like, factions of the
28.
academy,
And
that's a
and
lot.
then,
and
like,
That is an
prologues
and
and
they're
stuff.
investment.
chunky. The other day I was at the store and I haven't read Zodiac Academy, but I texted Tyler, who by the way, I'm in California, she's in Canada, but we're messaging all the
Yeah.
time. And I was like, Tyler, are you aware that book 8 of the Zodiac Academy is 948
That's
pages?
a lot. Yeah,
Holy cow!
that would keep
That's
you busy.
insane.
Yeah,
And I
28?
was
yeah,
yeah. And I was like, "Nope," because I'm reading it on my Kindle, so it's just like an endless scroll.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big
Um,
fan of chonky books.
Mhm.
I write chonky books. I like to read chonky books because I feel like when they're chonkier, like the author can get into more detail and it
Yeah.
really draws you in
mhm.
and you feel like you're there. And with fantasy, anything fantasy, you can. Contemporary romance, like especially if it's a trad book, right? The publisher will usually limit the author to something under 100,000 words.
Mhm.
Versus with fantasy, the genre allows for a
Yeah,
larger word count, so you get to have
Mhm.
these chunky kind of but 948
that's a
pages.
lot.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
not thinking about it.
it's a
I'm not
murder
thinking about it.
weapon.
Yeah, that would take up a lot of room on your shelf. That's like
Yeah.
3 books.
I told
I
Tyler because
know.
her goal is to read as many books as she's tall, which is she's roughly 6'3".
I'm
And
not that fucking tall. She's like, "She's 8'9", actually. I'm 5'8", which still is a lot of
she's tall. For
books.
me,
Yeah.
she's tall.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you read like a book of the Zodiac Academy or 2, and you're there, friend. You're there.
Yeah, that'll be
The
it.
first one was 400 something pages, the second one's about 560, so,
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'm about 900
I mean,
pages,
yeah, I like longer
and I'm
books.
flying through it.
They do,
Yeah.
like, allow for a lot of, like, development in the plot. I
Yes.
don't really
Mhm.
read a whole lot of, the short books, like, anything that's less than 300 pages, I'm like, I
Yeah.
want more.
It's not enough to, like, really truly deeply get invested in the
Yes,
characters, right?
yes, and
You're like,
everything
Yeah.
like,
"No,
if
I
you
need."
like or, like, slow burn romance, like, a shorter book
Mhm.
isn't gonna
Yeah, it's
have
not
that.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Word. I agree.
So I wonder so I'm looking at your Instagram,
Mhm.
20,000 followers.
Ooh, I just hit that
Congratulations,
too,
by the way.
and that was,
That's
like,
that's
crazy.
incredible. Let's
Thank
Congratulations!
you.
celebrate that. That's
Thank you.
incredible. So I have to with that much of a following,
Mhm.
do you get books sent to you
Um,
to do these, like, transitions?
not so much really. I actually don't get a whole lot of publisher, mail, and sometimes I wonder, is it because, like, I do a lot of tutorials or I just do, like, reels, like, I don't post a ton of, like, reviews on my page, which I have been trying to change,
Mhm.
but I will, like, apply to, you know, what do they call it? Like the Nerd Fam. Have you ever or you do you guys follow them?
Mhm.
Like I'll apply to their like catalog if they have books coming out and I'm like, "Ooh, I want to read that one and maybe I'll get something." But
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
mostly just book boxes that I get mail from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
that
Well,
works.
maybe you should announce that
Well,
because that's a good marketing
Yeah, I'll
for
send
an
you my
author.
books.
You
You can
could
do,
literally
I would
like,
love
spin
that.
this
some stuff for me.
I would love
yeah,
that.
you
I
could
was just
spin this
Mhm.
into a small business. Be like, "Send me your book,
Yeah.
I'll do a reel,
Yeah.
free marketing."
I would love
You
that.
know?
I would love that. There are some,
Yeah.
like, authors that I, like, follow, and I wouldn't be like, "How do I talk to them and say, I wanna make a reel for you?" Like, I
You
love
just
Just
reach
books
out
message
to
so
them.
them.
much. Really,
You
like,
just reach out.
Literally
I'm
Oh,
nervous, like
100%. As an author, I can tell you, like, if
What's
anybody
favorite?
did that to me, I'm like, yes, take my
Please.
books,
Yeah,
She
please.
sends books. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send
that
them.
would be
But it's
yeah.
not only that, like even traditional published authors, like we had Kayla Olson on
Mhm.
pretty recently, and she's
Mhm.
a traditional published author with Scheiben and Schuster. And we just reached out to her and we're like, hey, shoot our shot. Do you want to come on our podcast? And then she was like, yeah. And we're like, what do you
We
mean?
were
We did that with
we weren't
you.
expecting that.
Yeah, we did that with you,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh,
Yeah.
she might think we're crazy, or
We we hummed and hawed because we're like, would she even wanna come on? Like, this is like, she's so big in the Instagram community and, like, maybe not numbers wise, but, like, even all of your posts do, like, super well. Like, you're doing something so niche and you found this hole in the market that is genius
yeah,
Yeah,
for
genius. I
content
thank you.
agree.
creation.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And she reached out. She said yes. I was like,
Yeah, I know. We always have like a mini celebration when we reach out to someone that we
Oh,
really want,
I love
and then they're
yeah.
that.
like, yeah, we've never really been turned down. The only ones we're having a really hard time getting to agree to be on a podcast are other bookish podcast creators.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Narrators are like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, we'll come on. Authors, hell yeah, we'll come on.
Yeah,
Content creators, anybody in the bookish community except podcasters, they're like, no.
I wonder
And I'm like,
why.
what? You don't want to shout out your own podcast on
Yeah,
another
like, we're
podcast?
together,
What's
like
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
yeah, that
know
doesn't make
if
sense.
it's perceived competition, which we're not about. Like, we're here to hype you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, but
I mean,
we were super excited when you said, yeah, I'll be on. Like,
good.
Yes, we're
I
super
wasn't
excited.
expecting it. I saw your like, the message, and I was like, "Oh, oh my gosh, like, I've never done anything like this," and,
yeah.
you know,
You're natural.
ugh,
Yes, you're
You're
doing
great.
great.
thanks. I'm nervous,
As
but
long as they're having a good time.
I am, I am. You guys are very easy to
Yeah.
talk to, and it's great. I feel like we're
We
just chatting,
try.
That's good.
So
That's so awesome. Go ahead, Jamie.
is your sister then a big reader too?
She is.
Yeah.
I'm a triplet, so I have, 2
Holy
sisters. Yeah.
cow!
So we all have different tastes. I
Yeah,
have an identical twin, and we're literally like carbon copies.
really.
Yeah, so we read very similar things and give each other book recs all the time. But my other sister, she reads more like maybe gardening tip books. Yeah,
My
Nonfiction.
husband.
we're a lot
Yeah.
different in that regard. But occasionally she will. But yeah, we have similar
You have
tastes.
like your own built-in book club.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Like that's so
Yeah,
cool.
we could if I could. I don't know. I tried to get people into the bookish coven with me, but I was
We'll
moving
be in your
on.
coven.
Okay,
If
thank
you
you.
have
Yeah.
us,
Thank you.
we'd love
Is
to.
there like a
Yeah.
blood ceremony?
Yeah, we
Do
could do
we
some
like
kind of
how do we get
ritual.
it?
Yeah.
Like the craft
Yeah.
that I just watched that movie again the other day and I forgot how good it was.
God, I haven't watched that in forever.
Oh, you should. It's still great.
Yeah. Especially this time of year, it'd be
I
perfect.
mean, really, it's
Yeah.
really
Spooky.
appropriate.
Yep.
Have
Yeah.
you seen it,
Yeah.
Ty, The Craft?
No, if it's spooky, I have not watched
No,
it.
You
it's
not
not.
like
I
spooky
mean,
things?
is it
I have a
spooky?
very overactive. So it's funny because I fell into reading about 2 years ago. I was
Okay.
very heavily pregnant with my son,
Mhm.
and I was just like, I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna pick up a book and start
Yeah.
reading. And then I fell in love with
Mm.
reading. Um, but I have a very overactive imagination when it comes to movies.
Okay.
So if I watch something spooky or like ghosts or stuff like that, I'll like wake up and they'll be in my room
Yeah.
at night.
Mhm.
Which I find reading doesn't really do that. I still have weird dreams, but they don't, apparition in
Yeah,
my
they
room,
don't
which
haunt
is
you
very
like that.
nice. Yeah.
She has, I
So
like to mention this, but Tyler has day books and night books when she reads.
Oh,
yes, I do.
Yeah,
what are
the
those?
spooky
Yeah.
stuff she doesn't read when it's dark out.
So there's a couple
That
of
makes
authors, indie authors that I read because they write horror, but like folk horror in like a tastefully type of way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if I'm reading something spooky, it's my day book, and then I'm like reading a romance or a romantasy at night
Something, yeah.
because yeah,
That makes sense
I
to
can't
me.
have that on my brain.
I would agree with
Yeah.
that. I don't watch a whole lot of like horror movies. I honestly never, because I kind of struggle with the same thing. When I was a kid, I watched like The Ring. I don't know. Did you guys ever watch that?
Oh
Oh
my
my
god, I
God,
did
I
that too.
watched
Why
it.
did we do that to
Terrible.
ourselves?
And now every single time, like if it's in the morning and I'm leaving for work and it's dark out and I have to get my shoes out of my closet, I'm like, the closet scene, you remember that closet scene? I can't
Yeah.
forget it. I literally can't forget it.
I know that person just,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's so funny because I think we're all like similar because when I was like a teenager, like 13, 14, 15, like horror movies were like my life. I loved them. And then
Really?
something happened. Now my brain is like, no.
It's because we're adults now, and we're like,
We're,
"No,
like,
you know
terrified
what?
now.
This world's so fucked up that could
I know,
probably
just
be
step
real."
outside and
Honestly,
there's your
yes.
horror.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
don't I strictly read romance because I just feel like
You need the
there's too
happy.
many there's like the
Yeah.
world is too challenging enough. I don't need to read
Yeah.
about it like that.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
you. I feel that way about books, but then again, I lean towards trauma. So I don't
Mhm.
know what that is about because
Mm.
I'm definitely not like a rom-com light and fuzzy, wrap a blanket around me.
Yeah.
still like the deep and heavy, but I guess as long as it's not mine, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what's wrong with me.
Uh,
But horror, yeah, especially
mm,
if it's really gory,
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I like a good
Yeah.
thriller, or a psychological suspense, but I
Mhm.
don't like the and the horror I think has changed too because for me, so big for me when I was growing up was like
Mhm.
Scream
Mhm.
and like the more teenager, The Craft, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Spooky, definitely still horror, but I don't know, pop culture and more
Yeah.
relevant. And then something happened, I want to say like in the early, well, maybe mid to 2000s, maybe around 2010, when we started seeing like Saw and like the more
Mhm.
gore stuff, and I can't handle that. Like the shock value of it,
Yes.
right? Like the
Yeah.
and the torture and like, oh, you have to cut your own hand off. Like I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Can't.
I saw the
Can't
first
handle
one
it.
of that and I was like, "Ooh, I'm good. I
No.
don't need that. That
Yeah.
was too much."
My
Yeah.
version of horror was Final Destination, and I watched, like, 2 of those,
Yes.
and I'm like, "I still will never go behind a truck that has wood."
I know,
At
like,
this
it's
point,
the
I'm just
same
like,
with you. It's
bring it.
same with
I'm
you.
ready. Take me out.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
do it
ready, not
already.
today.
I saw when I went to Anaheim for a Fall into Books festival last month, I actually watched the last Final Destination, like Bloodlines or whatever it's called,
Mhm.
they had it on TV, and it's so dumb and so cheesy.
Yeah,
Like
when you
it
think
wasn't
about
even
it, you're like,
scary.
"Really? That's
It's
it?"
just so dumb.
They just need to give up some series. Like, my husband, he can't hear me, but if he did, I'm like, "They just need to give up Fast and the Furious, okay?
Oh
We're
no,
done.
they're never
They've
gonna.
been
Vin
to
Diesel's
space."
until the
He's
day.
gonna be 80 and he's still gonna be doing crazy
Yeah.
tricks. Good. Yeah.
Family. Yeah.
Yeah. You're so right.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just like
definitely.
we've been to space in a
I
car
know with
now.
duct
I
tape.
think that we can
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
duct tape. Ludacris was in space. You know what?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll still watch it though
Yeah, it
because my
still gets
husband
you.
loves
My
it.
husband's a big
My hu
into that too.
Yeah, my son has seen all of them, and he's 18
Oh
months.
my god.
So he's like, "Gotta start him early," and I'm like, he's a little too young," but he loves wheels.
No, it
So,
all
I
works
mean,
out.
s yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they definitely
Oh my
sometimes they can
gosh.
push a little they're remaking all the Scream movies too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Why?
uh,
Why do they need to remake everything? You know what's
everything.
so funny? If they were to, and I think that they're starting to do this now, and I guess this kind of brings us back to the whole point of our podcast,
Mhm.
is they are starting to do book movies,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
nice because for a long time there, it was just movies about things that were already made, like Facebook and BlackBerry and Nike and
Mhm.
all of that stuff, trademark stuff. And then it was just remaking all of the movies that they've already made and
Yes.
all that stuff. And it's like, if you were to take just a peek into the book realm, there's so many
So
ideas out
many
I
there,
options.
know, really.
especially in romantasy. You know, I would love a Fourth Wing book movie. They give it's like Lord of the Rings, but with actual
They're
dragons
making
and
it.
cool
I
people.
They're
was gonna
making a
say, yeah, don't
series
yeah.
for Prime, for Amazon.
No, not a series. I would like a
Oh, like a
movie because a
yeah.
series is like such a commitment, and
But
I
you know
can't
what?
do
I don't think the
series.
Fourth Wing, there are some books that you read, you're like, yeah, this lends itself to be made into a movie. And
Mhm.
other books
Yeah.
more lend themselves more into series. And if you've read Fourth Wing, obviously, have you, Becca, have you
Yes.
read Fourth Wing? I feel like you would have
Yes.
as
Yeah,
a romantic
romantic.
reader. It's like a
Yeah.
required
Yeah.
type of
Yeah,
reading.
it's like
Yeah.
reading
Yeah,
Quicksilver.
it's like your initiation
Yeah.
ceremony, like the
Are you
hazing.
even a reader?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think because even reading it, it felt very episodical. Is that a word? Episodical, like episodes, right?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
reading the
Yes.
book, so it lends itself to be made into a series rather than
Mhm.
just a movie.
I feel like that's your author brain,
Yeah,
thinking you like you
maybe
can
Yeah.
yeah, like I agree
because
with you, but yeah, but
yeah, I think that I mean, the dream for any author would be to have their books turned into a movie or a show, see it come to life. And if my husband asked me, and I think you asked me before, Ty, it's like if your books were picked up, would you want them to be made into a movie or a series? And for me, it's like a series my books are
Yeah,
also
your books are so
chunky,
big.
and
Yeah.
they just for the development, the character development, they would have to be
You
a
would want
show
that.
rather
Yeah,
than a
that
Yeah.
movie.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that they're doing, like, Ali Hazelwood movies,
Yes.
Are they?
Oh,
Harley
yeah.
Fortune
The
movies.
Love
Yeah.
Hypothesis, have you seen the promos for that? I'm like,
Oh,
oh
No.
it's
my
so
god, you have to
good.
it's like I'm like,
Yep.
I
invested
have to look
for
it
it.
up.
Oh, yeah, you have
I would go to a theater to see it, and I am strictly like, I will only go to a theater for action movies. Like, pretty much Marvel or Transformers is, like, worth my time to go to a theater. I don't go to theaters for rom-coms,
really
but I will for that one.
that
Have I read that one? I think
The
so.
cover is
I read
so
a couple
cute.
of
it
Ali
is cute.
Hazelwood. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is that the one where she's a
Yeah, so
scientist?
they're both scientists, and it's like I think it's like
Yeah.
fake dating. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, in the casting, I feel like that would be the most difficult thing if like,
Yeah.
the casting, because so many people have so many different opinions, which is
Yes.
great.
Mhm.
But the casting for this, I'm like on board with.
Everybody seems to be on
Yeah.
board with
I
it.
haven't seen it, but I know it like divides nations
Yeah.
casting for like popular. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
because they were talking about the Fourth Wing series and stuff, and
Mhm.
then people were like throwing out, "Oh, this is our Zayden," and other people was like,
Absolutely
"Fuck,
not.
nah,
Yeah.
this is not
Yeah.
our Zayden."
Yeah.
It's gonna like you're either gonna
Yeah.
love it or hate it. I think there's no in between.
Yeah, and you just have to accept it, I guess. Everyone's
Accept it
gonna
or not watch. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even a fan for going back to Twilight. Right? I'm
Yeah.
like now like the casting. I don't
I
know.
wasn't a fan of Jacob,
I wasn't a fan of Edward.
No.
not for I mean, I don't know, we all have it in our heads, like, who we
Yeah.
would pick, and I
Yeah.
don't know. It can
Yeah.
Can you believe I've never actually read it?
Twilight?
Yeah,
Mm.
I've never read it.
Well,
I just read The Hunger Games
haven't read
as,
that
like, my
one.
first, like, childhood
Oh, it's
series.
so
Oh, it's really
good.
good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Really good.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to do, like, a childhood series every year. So
Mhm.
this year was The Hunger Games. Maybe next year will be
Yeah.
Twilight, and then, of course, like, Harry Potter and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I've definitely pulled into the romantasy
Yeah, you're
era.
locked in on
Like,
that.
that's just my happy place.
Yeah.
It just has everything.
Mhm.
And even though, yeah, like I said, everything is kind of the same, it's different.
Yeah.
And, like, all the boys are so
Oh,
swoony.
yeah, they're all, like,
Like,
daddy
so swoony.
daddies, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Why is this not real?" You know?
I know.
Yeah. I don't know if we could live in a world where dragons were flying
Oh,
around.
we totally
Did,
could.
How to Train Your Dragon teach us anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We totally
Yeah.
could. Yeah, I'm always like I have like grand illusions about would being able to survive a parapet, and I'm like, no, I'm deathly afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I would
Not for
not.
me.
I would not.
Yeah.
Or
No, I would.
thinking a dragon would
Yeah.
pick me. No.
I know, I'd be, like, training with my sword and fall on and that would be the end. Not a good
Yeah.
story.
I'd impale myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, girls, I feel like we could. We got to talk to ourselves better than
Yeah,
that.
hype ourselves up.
We'd kick ass.
We could do it.
I literally, this is so funny. So, like, sometimes, so I live in a small town. We have a grocery store. It's like 3 blocks away. And I'll be like coming home with like a whole bunch of groceries because I decided to walk. So I've got like milk and all these heavy bags. And I'm like, I'm walking. I'm like, oh, I'm in so much pain. And I'm like, if Violet can go across a desert, bleeding, gets stabbed, and she's literally dying, you can make it home with your milk. Like,
That's how we hype ourselves up.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, you're such a wuss. You would not survive anything.
No, we
You'd be the
would.
first person to go. No, I would definitely be the first person to go. If there was like some sort of crazy assault by a creature, I'd be like, I'm tribute. Literally
Yeah.
take me
I'm gonna go
because
that way.
it's not gonna be long.
I tell my husband
Yeah.
this all the time. We talk about like the zombie apocalypse and stuff, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Babe, you know that if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, right? I would sacrifice myself." He's like, "No, we would fight." And I'm like, "You might fight. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink something strong, and then I'm gonna end it."
Yeah, that's gonna
Like,
be
I'm
it.
not. What are you doing? No, I'm not doing this.
There's no coming back from that.
No.
If there is a zombie apocalypse means the
Yeah.
world. You're telling me you're gonna survive all of the zombies?
Do you guys read that kind
for
of, like,
forever?
genre? The post
the
like,
the
dystopian?
post-apocalyptic.
Dystopian?
I
Yeah.
do love dystopian.
See, I
Yeah.
like it, but then I also think, like, those kind of things, like, wow, you're,
Uh-huh.
like, one infection away from, like, dying, like, there's no
Yeah.
antibiotics or anything in these worlds, like, I don't know, I just feel like, where's the does it get better? I don't know. I just don't know if they really get better in those books.
No, I keep thinking like, okay, so like The Walking Dead and stuff,
Yeah.
and like as a woman, I'm like, I mean, getting pregnant, giving birth, like I had to have C-sections for all my children.
Mhm.
Either my children or I would have died during childbirth. I'm like,
That
no, how
yeah.
anybody risks procreating during
Yeah.
an apocalypse like that without access to modern medicine? No, thanks.
Yeah, it would be
No.
There's a reason why women used to
No, that's
die
crazy.
all the I know.
from childbirth
I had 3 C-sections with my kids, and I think about that all the time. I'm like,
all the time. I
if
would
I
not
was
have
in the
survived 100 years
1800s,
ago. Yeah,
I would have been
Yeah.
yeah.
a
My children would have
crazy.
died. I
Just
would have
bite on
died.
this bark.
Yep.
That's what
Right
they
on
do.
this, right on this tree stump.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no,
Yeah, wouldn't happen.
take me
Yeah.
out.
No. What even is this podcast episode? Is what I
We
would like to
covering all the
ask.
topics.
We have this amazing
Yeah.
content creator on, and we're talking about the
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
and giving
Giving
birth
birth
on a
on
tree stump.
stumps.
We told you we're pretty unhinged. We go down the
I love
rabbit
it.
hole.
Love it.
Yeah.
So, but I want to talk to, triplets, and you have one
Mhm.
identical twin, and the
Yeah.
other is not.
Yes.
And so are your kids triplets or are your
No,
kids
we were actually, like, in vitro, so, didn't happen
Oh,
spontaneously, I
okay.
guess, so, yeah. Thank God.
Gotcha.
I mean, I have 3 kids, 10, I had to think, 9 and 7. So they're close
Wow.
together, but,
Yes.
yeah, very close, but,
Whew.
it's done now. I'm 36 and
Bless
I have a
your heart.
10-year-old and, but yeah, no, they're not we were in vitro, so we weren't, spontaneous, but, yeah.
They really wanted you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
They really
Yeah,
wanted
and
you.
my
Yeah.
mom wanted to try again, and my dad was like, "No, we'll get 3 more girls." So that was it. Just
That's what happened to my husband's ex-boss. They had 2 kids. They went for their third, they got
I
triplets.
can't imagine. It's
Like you went from 2 to 5. You went from too manageable to you are
yeah,
overrun. You need to get a school
yeah,
bus to take your kids
it's
I
like
feel like
somewhere.
if you have to have multiples, it
mhm.
has to be like your first go around.
Oh god, I
Yeah.
totally agree with you with that. Because I feel like anything after that would be a piece of cake. Like, I have thought
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
like,
Yes. Yes.
if
I
you
could
had
not
it
imagine.
afterwards, like, after having just, like, a singleton birth, like,
Yeah. No.
no.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so cool. I've literally never met a
Yeah.
triplet. This is like so
I
cool.
haven't either.
Yeah. Yeah,
How was that growing up?
awesome.
Yeah.
My sisters are my best friends and,
Yeah.
we never really had a time where we, like, hated each other, like some siblings struggle with. So we were fortunate in that regard. But yeah, it's just having, like, built-in best friends.
Do you guys live
Yeah.
close?
Yes, fortunately we do.
Nice.
My one sister, she did live in Philadelphia. I'm from Pennsylvania and I live near Pittsburgh. So she had moved out for a couple years and that was like the hardest thing.
I
So
bet. Was
yeah.
that your identical twin?
No, it was my fraternal. So still hard, but
Yeah.
but she came back after like almost 10 years. So but,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
want to
wow.
know, like,
Do they also have kids?
yes. Yes.
oh, and are your kids
Your
close?
family.
Yeah, I had kids first. Like I was like 24 when I first had my first child and my sister were 36. She has a 1.5-year-old.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like there's a pretty good age gap, but she loves it now because my girls, I have 2 girls and a boy, and my older girls, they just are obsessed. And
I have 2 girls and a
They're
boy
yeah, they're
too.
like
maternal.
babysitters.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, what are your kids doing?" Like,
Yeah.
and they watch my
That's
kids, like, help me out. But yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm the same. I have two older girls, 11 and 9, and then my son is
Oh.
6.
Oh, yeah, so
So,
that's,
yeah.
like, similar to my kids'
Yeah.
ages. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
handful.
Yeah.
I'm 37 and I have an 18-month-old.
God bless you. With it's, like,
Yeah.
never ending, like, with the 18-month-old, they're just, like, on the go constantly.
Yes, the toddler stage is something
He
else. Mhm.
he is so
Yeah.
fast. He is like you put him down and like I have to jog to catch up to him because he is gone and he has figured out like his feet, like he's running and I'm just like you literally 2 months ago weren't even
Yeah.
crawling.
And now
What do you
yeah.
mean? Yeah. And now he's just like he wants to play at the park all the time, which is like, sure.
Yeah. Just get
But
them
it's
out, do
great.
something, burn energy. Yeah,
Yep. Burn energy.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's so crazy. And it's like I was just thinking back, I'm like, he was a potato who literally couldn't do anything himself. I had to feed him, I had to change him. I still have to do that stuff, but, like, and now he's like this little person who's running
Oh, wow.
around in a dinosaur costume and, like, eating food by
Like,
himself and getting off of couches,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it's
It
just
gets even better, like, the older they get because so with my daughters now who and Becca, you can probably agree with this, have, like, these real person opinions and
Oh, yeah.
likes and tastes and dislikes, and they can have these cool conversations with you about
Yeah.
life and
Yes.
how they feel about stuff and what they're
Yes.
experiencing and how they're experiencing the world, and it's so fascinating. I look at my oldest, who is, like, just maybe 3 inches shorter than me at this point,
Wow. Yeah.
and look at her, I'm like,
Mhm.
"Dang, I grew you, like,
Yeah.
from scratch.
From scratch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made
That's
this.
crazy. I made your eyeballs."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty
And here
crazy.
she is, like, she's got her own sense of style and, like, she's kind of a badass, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're
I
way
love that.
cooler than me." And she
Yeah.
tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're aware of it for sure.
She's like, "You're so embarrassing, mom." I'm like, "You have seen nothing yet."
Still
Yeah.
wait.
Do you guys have, like, do you have, like, the twin thing when you, like, you have your own communication and the sensing of stuff?
Yeah,
Does that happen?
to some degree, I would say, we a lot of times, my identical twin and I, we will say things at the exact same time, the same, like, intonation. So we do that, and then we'll just, like, stare at each other, and it's just like, when we do that, we sound the exact same, and I don't know, just to that degree. I don't know, it's
Have you ever messed with people as twins?
no, we
Like,
would
purposely? Oh,
no, no, we wouldn't, like, but I don't think we would. Our
I would.
personalities are it was always, like, tempting, but I think we were too, like, nervous to be, like, and, like, how you about twins,
Mm.
like, trading spots in class
Yeah.
or something. I was way too shy to ever risk getting in trouble with that. But yeah, no, we were close anyways and always together. I think people would recognize our personalities if we
Yeah.
were switching places.
I would have totally switched IDs with my sister getting into a bar just for like,
Yeah,
hee hee
just for
hee.
laughs.
That's not me. Yeah.
I'm just
That's the extent of my switching with my twin would go.
I
Yeah,
would
I
be
think I'd be the
messing with my
same.
partner.
How? How would you
God.
mess with your partner?
Oh, I don't know. I can come up with all kinds of diabolical ideas.
She just sends her in with lingerie and sees if
Yeah.
Maybe
he's
not quite that
faithful.
diabolical.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
crazy. Oh my
but I love
goodness.
them.
I don't understand how time is going by so
I
fast.
know.
I just want to um okay, so all of your posts, like look at these. These are just
I know.
gorgeous. Like you have such a pretty
Your
aesthetic.
flat lay too is gorgeous.
It's
Yeah,
Do you have it
gorgeous.
always
Where
set
did you
up?
get
I do.
that?
I just looked down at it right now. I do because I find that once I have a setup that's, like, really working for me, I don't wanna break it down, and yeah,
Yeah.
I have, like, a window right here next to me and then my little flat lay set up and yeah, I always
And Winston leaves it alone.
he does, yeah, he never comes in this room, like, this is just my book room, except for
Oh.
whenever I'm in here, like, talking to people, then he's very
Then he's like,
curious.
"Hey,
Do you
mom."
He's
read
like,
in your book room?
"What's that?"
Do you read in your
I
book
don't
room?
actually because I have, like,
Me neither.
like, if I maybe had, like, a setup, like people have those really cozy chairs. I would love to do
Yeah.
that, but I don't know. I feel like I with having kids, they're just, like, constantly on me. They would
Yeah.
probably come in here and be in a chair, and I'd be like, "Where do I read at?" You know? But
"Nowhere,
yeah,
mom."
nowhere, like,
Do they read?
um,
Are they similar to you?
they're starting to, my eldest, she's almost gonna be 11 or yeah, 11 next month, she always asks me, "Can I read this book, mom?" Like, coming in here, and I'm like, "No, don't even open that." Like, they know my books are kinda, like, off limits. Um, but
Yeah.
I thought about letting her read the, I think, like, Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. Yeah.
Checkmate by Ali
I
Hazelwood?
thought
Yeah.
that one might be like, she started it, but yeah.
I literally saw Ali Hazelwood in the young adult section, and I went, "Somebody put this in the
Yeah,
wrong
that
place
was
because
smart.
there ain't no way Ali Hazelwood is in young adult." And I stood
Yeah.
corrected because not only was there one, but there was multiple
Yeah,
behind
that's
it.
Because
And it's
we
like,
talked about what young adult actually means. It doesn't actually mean it's supposed to be marketed to young
mhm,
adults.
yeah,
It's that for the genre to be young adult, it's that the adults in that world are the problem, or they're not there to help, and it's the young adults who are creating a better future and
oh,
etc. That's
yeah,
actually what young adult
I
means.
didn't know that.
It's not geared towards
yeah,
who's supposed to read it, which is why it's confusing.
That is.
It's supposed to.
which is why Hunger Games is young adult
Correct, even though it has
because it's
really mature
inherent.
themes. I
Yeah.
mean, a
Yeah,
lot of the young adult books are the ones that deal with death and
they're
dystopian
very
and
mature.
Mhm.
etc. And
Yeah,
they really deal with really heavy subjects. Maybe just not sex, which is where people I think get confused. They're like, oh, this has explicit scenes in it. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be young adult, but that's
Yeah.
not actually what young adult means.
So I did not know
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
And that Allie Hazelwood is very much like explicit scenes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Totally.
sexual scenes. So I was like,
Yeah. Really.
I hope a kid doesn't pick up that book.
Yeah. Well, I know could be dicey.
Yeah. If she's into reading, I can recommend. I don't know if you read Inheritance Games by Jennifer
I
Lynn
didn't
Barnes.
know.
It is kind of like a Sherlocky
Okay.
Holmes type
Yeah.
thing. There is a scene where somebody gets shot and killed, but that's like towards the end
Yeah.
of it. But the actual, like, it's so interesting. I love, love, love her writing,
what's
and
the
I read
other
the whole
one with
series.
or is that series
The
with yeah,
Naturals.
the Naturals?
Mm.
Don't let her read that
Okay,
one just
no,
yet.
good.
That one's very mature. It's about a serial
Mhm.
killer, and there's like these chapter segues where it's like you are like the serial killer, and they're very descriptive of like the people that they're capturing and
Mhm.
killing and
Yeah.
mutilating and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'd stay away from
Yeah. That
that.
one sounds.
But the Inheritance Games, yeah. The Inheritance Games was so fun to read because it was very like Sherlocky Holmes, but the main character is the FMC that's like solving all these
Oh, that sounds
problems,
good. That sounds
which
good
is
for
really
girls. Yeah.
cool.
I'll look up that
Yeah.
for her.
That does sound good.
She does
I
like to
agree.
read.
Yeah, she like comes into like this crazy amount of money when there's like heirs that are supposed to like get this money and they get nothing,
Mhm.
but she has to like live in this house with all these people who literally hate her and want her
Oh.
gone
So.
in order for her to claim it for a year. But it's so good. It's so much fun to read. Yeah. I always recommend that for like younger girls because it's like so empowering because she like the boys grew up solving
Mhm.
problems and puzzles because that's like what the grandpa did was set a whole bunch of those things up and she just comes in and like
Does it?
solves them all before the
You're like,
boys and I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
That I should make my
Yep.
daughters read that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good. Oh my gosh, I don't understand how time is
I
going
know.
by so fast. I just want to make sure that I cover everything because, like, while you are like the transition queen, like, you definitely do like beautiful flat lays and you've created this beautiful aesthetic for yourself. I'm just looking
I
Mhm. Thank you.
know.
on my
I know your whole
Instagram. Like,
Instagram is a
yours is
vibe.
Thank you.
so it's such a vibe, and you see it and you're instantly like, "Ah, it's
Yep.
Becca." Like, instantly. Maybe not knowing your name
But
personally, but
yeah.
you know that it's the Bookish
Yeah.
Coven. Yeah. Yeah. And, like, the shirt that you wear, the witchy
Oh my
shirt,
gosh. I
is that,
wish
like, the
I could actually. They're just sleeves. They're literally just sleeves.
Oh,
Oh,
just
Yeah.
really?
sleeves? I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. I think it's over there. Yeah. Because I thought about that too. I'm like, I used to wear like sweaters or something, to think about for my hands. And then I was like, I wonder if I could
Yeah.
just get like sleeves. So I looked on Amazon and there was just like lacy sleeves.
Witchy
Yeah. And I
sleeves.
was like,
That's
okay, that
amazing.
sounds good. 'Cause
Yes.
then I could just pull them on, and
I literally picture you in, like, a Victorian witchy
Me too.
outfit
that would
every
be
time I
awesome
see
if I
No,
your
could
she's
do
in
that.
reels.
sweatpants and
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and
literally
witchy
I know.
sleeves.
My husband joked around once. He came in, he was like, "I wish I could just take a picture of you looking like this, like my shirt all like pulled up and these sleeves on, and
I love
it looks
that.
really dumb behind the scenes, but it works."
Right? I mean, but
That's all content
Yeah.
that's
creation.
all social media is, right?
Yeah.
We let people see
Yeah.
what we want them to see.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
that.
100%.
And your nails,
Always.
do you get them
I
done
do.
or are they
No, I get them
press-ons or
done,
yeah?
and I usually try to stick with like I always do like pinks. It just seems to go so
Mhm.
well with every book, and I don't know, it's just what I like think of. But I did do like a witchy kind of
I
dark
love those.
vibe for this
Those
month.
are
Are
so
they
pretty.
acrylics or is it what do
They're
you do?
the builder gel, so it's like
Builder gel.
a
Oh, nice.
thick. It looks like a thick nail polish going on, but you can like build it up, and it's like strong. It's more flexible. I did acrylics for a while, and I couldn't. They would pop off all the time.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, and I did the whole it's so funny because I type for my living, so, like, having nails is so nice for all of the rest of your life,
Except for
except for when you
typing.
need to type on a
I
You're like,
agree with
computer.
that. Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah.
I know. It is a challenge.
you have to get used to it for
Well,
sure.
even in the hospital, you guys have workstations on wheels that you
Yeah, that
probably
we type
use and
at,
you type.
yeah, and
Yeah.
But you get used to it, right? I mean, because occasionally I'll have like the bug and I'll get acrylics, and then
Mhm.
it takes me like a week to learn how to type, and then I'll type, and then eventually I'll get tired of the nails and I'll take them off, and then I'm all blah boring
Yeah,
again, and then I have to relearn how
yeah,
to
I
type
type.
without nails.
But it probably feels nice though to type without them. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
it is. It's, the
Oh,
things we
it's
do
so
to
fast.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I can't type.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
suffer
Yeah,
for beauty.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes. Very rarely. Very rarely.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I really don't want
Okay,
to, but I
awesome.
think we need to
Yeah, I know.
always
Yes,
wrap
This
up.
is just such like a fun little
I know,
girls
I
chit
really
chat
enjoyed
that
this.
this
All the
podcast went
things.
Yeah,
everywhere.
I love that.
Yeah.
Not just like we weren't just
Oh,
like
I'm glad.
talking books and stuff, and I don't know. Feel like I got to know you guys more, and this is great.
That's our aim is to like get to know the person and then also them to get to know
Yeah,
us and just like fully experience the chaos of what is an episode of Little
I
Prince.
love
Yeah.
it.
um where we just kind of go everywhere. But it's that's the whole point of it is just to have a
Yeah,
conversation, make everyone
With
feel super
people that we
comfortable.
wouldn't usually have conversations with, right? I mean, for
Yeah.
us, it's
mhm,
just like
Yeah.
getting to know new and different people and what drives them, what's their passion, what makes them happy, and what would they do
Yeah.
in a zombie apocalypse. So,
yeah,
all very
you know,
important things.
Exactly.
real
And now
problem.
we
And
know.
now we know.
Yeah, some of us wouldn't make it.
Very few of us
Yeah.
First
probably would.
place.
This whole group would be
Yeah,
donezo. We'd be in
we
the
wouldn't
On a
make
afterlife
it.
just
momentary
being
First
like,
basis.
"You
place.
suckers."
Yeah,
Yeah. Get myself some of that poisonous
yeah,
chocolate and just be done with it.
that's it.
Yeah. Okay, before we let you go, we like to do like a little bit of I don't know if you watch Hot Ones on YouTube, but they kind of throw the camera to the guest, kind of let them do like where we can find you, what you got coming up next. But before we do that, is there anybody that you would like to recommend to come on to
Yeah,
the
anyone
podcast
that
and chat
you
with
think
us?
would be
Ooh.
good for us to talk to or that you
Oh,
would want to
yeah.
see,
Let me
hear from.
see. I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm terrible with on the spot things. So,
Put you on the I know, I was like, we
Oh,
were gonna
that's
put you
fine.
on the spot.
It's gonna be edited down. Don't worry.
um, oh gosh. Oh, maybe I do content for Charlie and Fox, and they make the cutest
Okay.
um book protectors, and
Oh.
she is just so nice, and I love her, and I don't have any of them right next to me, but like they dust jacket protectors for your books and for hardbacks, for paperbacks,
I
and
love
I
that.
love them, and they're just so handy. I think it would be
What are
great.
they called?
Char-
Charlie and
Charlie and Fox
Charlie and
her
Fox.
is it's I think her name's Jess. And
Write it
gosh,
down.
I wish we could grab one.
Yeah.
But they're so cute, and she's doing.
You can go
Yeah, let
grab
me
one if
grab
you'd
one.
like.
I don't have one.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. I think I've seen Charlie and Fox. Because they're like the fabric
yes,
covers that fit like all
yes.
types of
So
books,
she
right?
was doing
Charlie and Fox Creative?
yeah.
Oh,
Great.
No.
look at
Yeah,
that. The
so,
little
like
kitties.
your book goes in here, and you, like, wrap it up, like, and it'll protect it, and then it's, like, a super cute, like,
Oh.
Halloween, like, that's what they're doing right now, and, like, some Christmas.
Plus, then the people aren't like, oh, you're reading
Yeah, so
spicy.
that yeah,
You
you don't,
know?
like, no one has to know, and you're just like,
I
yeah,
love that. So,
yeah,
okay, I'm looking for Charlie and Fox, but it's not coming up.
yeah,
I mean,
I wonder if Charlie is spelled different.
yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I think it's, like,
Oh, Charlie and
yeah,
Fox Co. I think I found.
yeah,
What is it?
that's just right, I don't know, can you see this? It's Charlie
No, I
this
can't.
probably isn't coming through at all.
Jess?
Jess, yeah.
Yeah, I got her.
Yeah, that's it.
Jess.
Yeah.
Will you send it to me? Oh, with an IE.
Yes.
Okay, I did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie.
I immediately went Charlie with an IE, and I was like, I bet you're going Charlie with like a Y or
Uh,
something.
And you know
Or
what? I should have known because if it's a girl, it would have an I rather than a Y.
That's really cool. Thank you
yeah,
so much for the recommendation. We
Yes.
will
yeah.
reach out and see if she would like to
There they
come
are.
on. Yeah, that stuff is. I've
Ooh.
actually seen them, and I'm like,
Australia.
they're so cute.
Yeah,
I get to practice
Oh
my
goodness.
accent. That was
Yeah.
definitely not
No,
Australian
you
accent.
don't embarrass us.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I was
I'm
like,
going to
"Nah,
embarrass
we
you.
don't have to do that." That's
Oh
funny.
no, I will.
That's gonna be interesting time-wise.
Yeah,
Canada,
that would
US, and
probably be
Australia.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll be up at 3 a.m. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys will make it work. You can do
I
it.
was on
Yeah,
a
exactly.
call once with someone who lived in Vietnam, and it was like
Wow.
8 o'clock my time in the morning, and I think it was like 1 a.m. for her
Wow.
or something like that. It was for like an editing
Wow.
call, and I was like, wow. And it was like a half day, 4 hour, and I'm like, so you're gonna be up doing this with us until 5 a.m. your time? She's like, yes. I'm like, oh my god,
That's commitment.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
dedication. Could never be me. Except I could be up till 4 a.m. reading a
Yeah,
book.
that's the
So
only time. Yeah,
it's
that's
what you're
acceptable.
passionate about.
as as a mom, do you read when everyone goes to bed?
Yeah, now that my kids are older and they're in
Yeah.
school, I can read during the day, but when they were younger, oh yeah,
Yes.
nighttime was my time to just lock into
Mhm.
a book. So, it's the only
Yeah.
time now.
You stay up far too
Yeah, and
late.
then you regret
Yeah.
it.
I did that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I regret nothing. I regret
Yeah,
everything.
it's like it's worth
I
it at the
regret
time,
everything.
but when the reality comes in, you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read like 400 pages or something like that like 2 nights ago. I was up till
It
like 3 in the
I did
morning.
that,
Wow.
This
yeah.
stupid book,
What book
man.
was it?
I can't.
I'm curious.
That's a Zodiac
Oh, was
Academy
it?
book
No.
too.
So
Yeah. I was just like, I need to know what happens next. I'm like, you need to go to sleep, but I need to know what
yeah,
happens next. But you need to go to
it's just the
sleep. You
one
have
more
to work in the
page.
morning. Yeah, one more page. But then it's like, but then that leads to another great page. Okay, we will wrap up. You probably have things you need to do. I haven't seen my son in like
I know my
4
kids were
hours, but
upstairs and I told them, "Please be good." Like, just
oh, they've been
be good.
fantastic.
Thank God.
Yeah, and we got a guest appearance from
Yeah,
Winston,
Yes,
so
even
he's
we
Winston's
love that.
yeah,
fantastic.
he's sleeping right now next to me.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do our outro. Becca, we've had such a fun time talking to you
Yes.
today. We have gone everywhere and come back somehow to
Yeah.
books, but we've learned so much about each other. And thank you so much for taking
Yes,
the time
thank you.
to sit
Yeah.
down with us and share not only like your tutorials, but a part of your life. Before we let you go, the mic is yours. Let the people know what you got going on in your life.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you guys asking me to be on here. This was the best time. I really had a lot of fun.
Good.
Um, like I don't know, I am still always thinking of different, tutorials to do. So I just keep an eye on my page for that. And I don't know.
What is your page?
The Bookish
Where can
Coven.
we find you?
You can find me at the Bookish
Yeah.
Coven. I am on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm primarily post on Instagram. Um, yeah, I don't know. This part you guys might have to edit out because I don't know what to say about myself.
No,
You're doing
Not
great.
I'm not
no,
good at
it's
like pumping
perfect.
myself up. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, so for any other content creators, any bookish folks, or really anyone else, because your tutorials especially can be applied to anyone, really, anyone who
Yes.
wants to promote any kind of product. Definitely check out Becca because her tutorials are such lifesavers for those of us who don't know what the hell they're doing. So thank you for sharing it with the
Also,
world.
Of course.
yes. Also, if you would like to reach out to Becca for her to do
Yeah.
marketing of your book, if you send her a book, she could do an amazing transition for you. I'm sure she would be open
Yeah.
to that. So I want to open up that platform for her because you really could be doing really
Yes.
crazy
I would
stuff for
absolutely
authors and
love
stuff. So
to
yeah.
help authors to, reach their audience and I don't know. I'm just passionate about
Yeah.
making content and would love
We
to do that.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your if you have like a PO box or a mailing, like maybe not a personal mailing address, but a mailing address, put that on your
That's it.
profile. Because like I get books sent to me, people don't even tell me. They
But
just send it
sure.
to me because my PO box is in the
That's a good
yeah,
idea. I
is
never
in the
thought
thing.
about that because, yeah,
Yeah,
I just recently added an actual business email to my page. And
there
that's
you go.
actually
What's your business email so they can reach out?
TheBookishCoven22@gmail.com.
Okay,
All right, perfect.
Mhm.
perfect.
So there's 21
Yeah,
others, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the 22nd.
apparently.
Or there's 22
That's
of
a good
us
number.
in my coven. I don't know.
Plus
There
two,
you
so
go.
What
24
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
unless we're the two.
Yeah. Unless it's just actually you guys. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, it's just all of us who took the
Yeah.
emails for some weird reason.
Thank you so much, Becca. This is the best
Yes,
time.
Thank you. I had a great time.
good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you have a good rest of
Thank you.
of your Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. You too. You
Yes.
guys too. It's beautiful out and, I hope you guys have good weather and a good weekend.
Yeah, same to
Yes, you
you.
as well. It stopped snowing,
It's
so that's good.
snowing?
Sunny in California.
It was, yeah. We went from, like, 20 degrees to
Oh my
snow.
god.
Oh,
And
20
20
degrees
degrees,
Celsius.
JV, can you
Oh.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, "Can you break that
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
down?"
don't
I
know, so
can't.
like
Yeah.
64
Yeah, that's
Fahrenheit. Yeah,
okay.
severe
That's
drop.
yeah, that
Crazy.
is a big drop.
Welcome to Canada. Yeah. Yeah, well, fall hit. It was like, "Guess what, bitch?
Yeah,
We're
we're
here."
here. Yeah. We're
No.
locked in. It's time for snow. Get
I
ready.
wish it was fall here, but it's still warm.
Our trees are non-existent,
They're all
except for the
see,
pine. All of our leaves have
ours are
fallen off
I'm
of all of
being
our
in
trees.
Pennsylvania, we get like the 4 seasons too, and
Nice.
it's
Mhm.
things are starting to fall. It's starting to time, the daylight savings or whatever. Starting to get
Yeah.
dark
Oh,
sooner.
you guys still
Yeah.
do that? Yeah. So
I
You
know.
don't
dumb.
have it?
Why do you make us do that?
Oh, yeah, no. I was like, do you guys have it still?
Shit.
You
Yeah.
too, Ty. You.
Yes. Oh,
Some
yeah.
states in the US
I don't think we'll
don't.
ever get rid of
Arizona
it.
got rid of
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right.
Hawaii doesn't have it, I don't think. California does, even though we had a proposition on the ballot a few years ago. We wanted to get
Yeah.
rid of it and just stay with standard time.
It would
But
make sense.
no, it never went anywhere. I mean, the people voted yes, and then, I don't know, it just died.
Just didn't actually
It just
work
never
out.
made it anywhere.
There was an effort. Oh,
Yeah.
And I'm cool with like the
That's all we can say.
November, the time switch where we gain an hour, right? I get to
yeah.
sleep an hour
Yeah.
longer. Not so much for the spring forward type thing where I have to get up an hour early because I already get up at 5:30 in the morning during the
Yeah.
week, and I'm like, are you joking?
Yeah, that's as a nurse, I worked overnight once, like a
Ugh.
night shift where we had to fall back, and I literally
You
watched
had to work an hour longer.
oh, yeah, it was like 2 AM or
Oh,
whatever, and I don't know, I just watched the clock go all the way back an hour, and I was like, "This sucks."
That is such bullshit.
It was
You're
bad.
like, this
that
is
sucks.
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't get the extra hour on your check. It's just
It's
that's
just what
No,
it
just
they,
the
is.
way it is.
Or
no,
do
I
they
think they do have to pay you. Technically, they'd
um,
still have to pay you because you work an hour longer.
I guess that would
Hmm.
yeah.
I
I don't
didn't.
know, I
Yeah.
didn't check. I should have checked to see if I got that extra hour.
Yeah, they better.
Yeah.
File a
Yeah.
grievance. Okay, perfect. We will let you
We'll
go.
Okay.
let you go.
Or else we will
I know,
literally
We're,
sit here.
yeah.
we'll
We
keep
did
going.
this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep going forever.
Bye.
Bye.
Have
Have
a
a good
good
rest of your
one.
day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.